Hello everyone, this is Verde and here I am playing a little bit more of Rollofax. Today we got some optimizations mostly and one new upgrade, one tier 1 upgrade, of the weakest one. Actually came out of a suggestion from a playtester named Oz, the Ozuk. And it is basically a tier 1 that slows enemies. It is Cryo Attack name. Which optimizations did you do there, you may ask? Well, things are not. Oh, here he comes. Yeah, that's basically about it. You can pause to read it if you want to. But it slows enemies. And you will actually see here. Yeah, the effect is a little bit fleeting. There is a time when it is visually strong and a time when it isn't, just so that it doesn't block your vision to the enemies. But the max intensity is based on how many stacks they have, and the size is based on the creature size. Talking about creature size, I made some changes to the lurkers themselves. They now pop up in a more random fashion, like some of them explode real hard and some of them just explode less hard, I suppose. And what else? Yeah, there is currently this bug that they spawn as like 20 times bigger than they actually are, which is something that I don't like that much. See, when there are that many creatures grouped up together, they are actually pretty prone to showing cryo attack, which is something. Okay. Here's the problem actually. But I will try actually to eventually remove these stacked creatures that don't, because they are a little bit of a problem. I don't like them very much. The stacked creatures. I only have 2 stacks, and look at that. 2 stacks of cryo attack. It slows the creatures. It is fairly potent against creatures that need their movement speed, like for instance, I don't know, every creature. Like most of the creatures in the game need their movement speed in order to get to you. It is not that strong against worms, actually. They, for now, there is currently a bug where they make. What is happening out there? Can you hear this? Let me close the window real quick. The heat will murder me, but yeah, it is still happening. I don't know what is this sound. I'll check that. Maybe write in the comments what it is. So, basically, you can see stuff is getting slowed quite much actually, and it only slows their movement speed. It does not slow their attack speed, which is for most enemies is directly correlated. Like for instance, these balls, they attack with their movement speed. Oh, this is funny. Okay, King of the Hill. But you can see these balls as they get slowed, and also this attack speed is helping me a lot. I am at around 6 shots per second. One question: would you prefer for me to show attack speed in shots per second, or in overall percentage? Because the base attack speed of the game is 3 shots per second, And yeah, there's that. So that would be nice actually, putting it in shots per second. Actually, this is 12 shots per second due to frenzy. Which is something. Oh god, these large creatures. Hmm. These large creatures. Yeah, these slugs are not the size they look like, nah? Yeah, there is a problem. They look like they are actually 1/10 of their actual size, which is a problem. Like they actually should look like the size they are. Look at this. And actually I can see the... Yeah, I would like to change some things. Like I would like them to fade in as they are starting to stop spinning, you know, the snowflakes. That's about it. I'm thinking about creating an actual active skill with the status effect, like it applies 10 stacks of flow to every creature within radius. That would be interesting. Like a freezing something. Oh yeah, every explosion in the game is able to create such freezing effect, which is something. Basically, why does this have a particle effect or something? I want every effect of the game, at least most of effects of the game, to be noticeable, visually noticeable. You know, I want if you take something, you know that that something is there. You know, like for instance, when I did put organic growth to have a different, to have a different tint to the structures, like this one. That was part of that. You know, I want every effect to be noticeable as they can, because oh, it helps you visualize what's going on. You know, like King of the Hill, it has its own noticeability. I do think it is a word. Noticeability is a word, right? No? Okay. Anyway, frenzy, you see the cannon turns red for a bit. Um, and perhaps this one is a little bit overboard with the slow particles, but not that much, you know. Why? I do think there is someone cutting grass nearby. That is the... Oh, it is here. Oh, could you please turn that off, please? Oh, it was my fan all the time. I did think that the noise was outside, but no, it was my fan all along. What a betrayal. My fan was making noises. Okay, I got lots of white upgrades. Yeah, there is currently a problem within the game, which is there are too few purple upgrades. So the probability of you getting multiple of the same purple upgrade is too high. Why that is a problem? Well, telescopic scopes, mostly. Because let's do some math here. I will do some math for you guys. When you expand, first of all, let's do some assumptions, okay? Let's assume the range of your turrets, it's not hexagonal, but circular, okay? Just to make things easier to everyone involved. When you expand a circle, if you expand it by a specific radius, okay, that expansion should grow the area of the circle by an amount, okay? How much is that amount? Is basically proportional to the square of the new radius minus the square of the old radius, okay? So the bigger your old radius is, the bigger your expanded area will be. Cool? Cool. That means that every time you pick one telescopic scopes, it increases the range within that all your turrets can fire to by a growing amount, okay? Okay. But these rocks, they scatter along the land in a linear fashion. So if you cover, I don't know, 10 tiles of area, you will probably find a rock, okay? They are sometimes more close together, sometimes a little bit further away from each other, but they are overall linear. Oh god, I have too much slow. Yeah, I'll probably nerf it, but it will go like this for today's build. Anyway, if you got like 10 of these, every time you get a new one of these, you explore an area, and that will give you more and more upgrades because more rocks will enter your turret range. Okay, cool. The problem is if the chance of getting telescopic scopes in that expanded area is too big, then it is probable that you will have infinite upgrades, okay? And it doesn't become a problem when it gets to infinite upgrades. Basically, when you expand due to telescopic scopes and more options actually increases that chance, you will actually end up with a situation that you will have basically infinite upgrades to choose from and get. And well, when you get to that problem that, oh god, slow is too strong. Yeah, slow is too strong. I will implement something like a status resistance to the enemies, like a chance of not getting slowed or not getting knocked back. Yeah, I do think that's what I would do. But anyway, going back to my math, it was an actual math because I didn't come up with any actual numbers or any actual ratios but the thing is, actually, okay, you may do math and not come up with anything. The problem is, when you get a certain number of telescopic scopes, it basically explodes. Okay? You'll get too many telescopic scopes and you will actually break the game. It happens more frequently than I hoped. Why? Well, mostly because the chance of getting telescopic scopes is too high currently. If for every purple tier upgrade that I add into the game, it lowers the chance of telescopic scope showing up, right? And that makes it so that, oh, it is quite nice actually visually seeing the creatures coming by, getting slowed to oblivion. Like, I have 83% slow. Yeah, I will have to change that slow, because I can basically freeze them in place currently. Can you see that? They're actually frozen in place, which is not good actually. Not good at all. Being frozen in place. Someone talk to me. Oh no, it's my mom. Anyway. And these explosions are a little bit too much. How did I take damage? Oh, from one of those. Yeah. Anyway. The slow is a little bit over. They will be getting nerfed tomorrow, or tomorrow video, but this build is already done, so I'll actually upload it. You playtesters will play with the OP slow for a while. What is that? What happened? Oh, the lurkers are actually growing as they take damage. That's what's weird there. Okay, that was because I had to do a little bit of a change in lurker code, because of the slow actually, because their size was actually too minimal. Their size was actually, they were actually very, very small, funnily enough. So the slow wasn't showing up as nice, and well, you see, there are several creatures which their size does not represent what they actually are. Like this, they are half of the size that they should be. See, they look like half of the size they should be, which is bad. Bad, very bad. And also, I got a printer of those. I got a clone factory of those, and I'm actually getting damaged here somehow, even with the, oh my god, the lurkers. The growing lurkers. Oh no, the lurkers are too big. Yeah, I'll have to change the lurkers a little bit more, because the growing lurkers are frightening. I don't think this has anything to do with this actual slow. But it is funny, the slow isn't that much strong, but I will implement something akin to a status resistance so I can have a little bit more fun with the status effect, you know, without actually breaking the game. The enemies will never actually approach 100% status resistance. Actually, they will approach, but will never get there. That's mostly because having 100% status resistance is boring. Not even bosses will have that. Okay, they will have basically an amount that grows over time based on difficulty. Just that. That approaches one but never actually gets to it. Yeah, I do think that will be fine. And what is a status resistance? When they get statuses, they have a chance of not getting it. I prefer it that way instead of simply, because, well, let's say you have 2 stacks of slow, okay? If the mobs had high status resistance, that would do nothing if it would reduce the effects linearly. But if they would be a chance, having more attack speed would compensate for that. Get it? Okay, the very slow balls are actually wreaking havoc on my stuff. They are slow, but they are dangerous. This is funny because they are like 90% slowed over there. And they are still running over my stuff, wrecking everything. Okay, perhaps slow does not need a nerf. It only needs a. But still, I will implement Stratos resistance into the game. Mostly because that could fix knockback, which is something. Because knockback currently has a problem. Which, what is the problem of knockback, okay? Oh god, the growing lurkers. The growing lurkers are so frightening. The growing lurkers need to be fixed as soon as possible. But they are too funny, and they are going to the build today. If you want to play with growing lurkers, have fun, my dude. Or my whatever you are. My human being. You're not actually mine, so. Okay. Dear human being. Yeah. It's very interesting to see very slow balls of havoc just running over your buildings, dealing massive amounts of damage. Like they are slow, but they don't care. They will just wreck your stuff up. Oh god. Oh yeah, I am seeing a little bit of a bug here with these particles. If there are too many of them stacked up, they start rendering strangely. And also, oh my god. Also, could you please not? They are basically invulnerable here, but very slow. Very slow nonetheless. Yeah, 84% slow on them. And they are literally giving no shit. I will trample your base. I will go roll over your base with my extreme mass of anger and destruction. Yeah, I have to optimize the drawing of them somehow so I can actually make them not change if based on screen position. Anyway, they are starting to die here. But well, so am I. I liked slow. It actually was a lot of fun playing with that. Perhaps I could try to snatch one more. Yeah, that is funny. That is really funny. The very slow creatures. Anyway, I do think that was it for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the new upgrade. Oh yeah, this one we'll have to get back there. So I hope you guys enjoyed the new upgrade here, cryogenic technology. And you see, I did not have any problem with lag whatsoever this time. I hope that remains the same forever, but can only hope, right? Anyway, see you guys tomorrow, I hope. And don't forget to, I don't know, give a like. I don't know. It would help, I think. Well, goodbye.